lately. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Beautiful Wednesday morning to you out there.
I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself.
Beautiful Wednesday morning to you out there.
I have to pick myself back up.
Of course, this is Sport Track on Aloore Radio for your State Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up
No doubt this is the place where you can get all you need to know in the world of sport.
for the champions. Stand up, stand up
Stand up for the champion.
for the champions, for the champions. Stand up
And it is the UEFA Champions League games played yesterday.
for the champions. Stand up.
Real Madrid, Manchester City all progressed to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Also, the project of the Minister of Youth and Sport, Mr. Sunday Dare, talking about National Principals Cup Zona Finals begins tomorrow. And it's on that note I welcome you all to the program this morning. My name is Adedamola Adegoke, Sports Brother. I have in the studio with me this morning Ademola Olatunji. Will be talking about what happened yesterday, talking about Champions League, and of course happenings all in the world of sports. Ademola, good morning.
Good morning, sports fans. We are welcoming you to another new dawn this morning. We thank you for listening to us.
Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for listening to us. We promise to give you the best, of course, in the world of sport. And quickly, let me take you to National Principals Cup Zona Finals begins on the 18th March, that is tomorrow. The inaugural edition of National Principals Cup has reached the zona levels after the state finals were held across the country. 148 secondary schools featured in the state finals held across the 36 states and the FCT Abuja between March 8 to 12, 2021. 37 schools will now 37 schools Still, National Principals Cup 37 schools will now be playing at the zona finals from March 18 to 22. in 6 centers. The South-East Zone finals will be held at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu, while the South-South Zone finals will be played at the popular SAC Stadium in Port Harcourt. Ahmad Bello Stadium, Kaduna, is slated to host the Northwest matches, and Damaturu will receive schools from North-East Zone. In the same vein, the North Central matches will be played in Riwapa Stadium, Jos, and Obafemi Awolowo Stadium here in Ibadan is scheduled as the venue for the Southwest team. The 6 teams that will be the champions of their respective zones will be competing at the national finals level in football, athletics, and table tennis. Ademola, this is another development when it comes to the project of the Honourable Minister of Sports. The next round to commence tomorrow. Our own dear state, what should we expect in as regards this principal score?
As we earlier said, we said that we said this last week when they played the final of the Principal Cup, that it is a good thing to come, because it's been a long time that we experienced something of this nature, and for Principal Cup to be played across the zones of the country now. So I think it is a good development, because this is where we can get the young talents, and they will have the opportunity to move to another level. So this is where it is a very good thing to come.
A very good thing to come. Because of our time, we don't have much time on the program this morning, but let me quickly read out this story that 39-year-old Zlatan Abramovic called up for Sweden for the first time since 2016. AC Milan striker Zlatan Abramovic will make his return to the Swedish national team later this month after almost 5 years away. Abramovic has not played for Sweden since 2016, when he announced he will retire from international football after the European Championship that year. And although there has been speculation about a possible return to playing for his country, nothing has ever materialized. But head coach, since just yesterday, head coach Jenny Anderson announced the list of players called up, in which Abramovic is among for the matches against Georgia, Kosovo, and the friendly game with Estonia. That Abramovic returning to the game. We have seen series of players announcing their retirement at national level. Sometimes they will return, sometimes they will. Abramovic in the Swedish team this time around.
Abramovic issue should not be something bothering us, or should not be something that will surprise us, because we believe that the way he's playing, even despite of his age, he's still playing good active football. So I'm not surprised for the coach calling him for the matches coming up very soon. So I believe he has the right to do that, because Abramovic is proving himself.
That means we still have a lot of enterprising moments to experience from him.
Yes, exactly.
Stay sport track on Aloore Radio this morning, and Real Madrid booked their place in the quarterfinals of the Champions League with a convincing 3-1 over Atlanta, giving them a 3-0 win on aggregate. Real took the lead when Atlanta goalkeeper Marcos Polele mixed its clearance, went straight to Luka Modric, who laid the ball across to Karim Benzema to finish calmly into the bottom left corner. And this is good one on part of Real Madrid. And of course, Manchester City too will be featuring in the next stage of the UEFA Champions League. How do you see these games?
Yeah, the match was so hilarious yesterday, because Real Madrid, Atlanta gave up what they knew how to do best in the first minute to like 20 or 25 minutes. They really played their games, but Real Madrid used experience to knock them out. So you understand, because before Abramovich, Benzema could score his first goal, that was around 34th minutes of action. So, and the goal was a very superb one, an assist from his teammates. So I think it is a very good one from him for the team as a whole.
Coming to today's features, talking about Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid rather, and Bayern Munich versus Lazio. What should we expect, or who do you want to give it to?
The game between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid will not be a thing of a play ball. So you understand, because with what is on ground, though Chelsea has an edge, they beat them in the first leg 1-0, and the returning leg is today. Chelsea is playing them at the Stamford Bridge. So I think the match will be an exclusive one. So Chelsea should not think that maybe they will have an over easy ride on Atletico Madrid. It will be a very good and entertaining game today.
Before I take the remaining stories on the program this morning, there are issue of match fixings in nationwide league here in Nigeria, where some teams have been alleged of doing that, and thinking that probably there will be a kind of a remark. So the role of a referee in the game, how do you think we can rebrand so that the normal thing will take place on the field of play?
Are you talking about match fixing or the role of the referee?
The match fixing, that one sometimes happens between the among the players rather,
yes,
and
the team and the referee.
But the issue of referee, particularly, how do you think we can? So though recently there were penalties given to, there were sanctions given to some referees who misbehaved, but still this thing still really occurred.
Yeah, that is the perfect thing to do when they have been sanctioned, and there are penalties for them in doing wrong things. So I think others will also learn from that. They will adjust, and that is the perfect thing. I think LMC should go ahead and do in collaboration with the NFF. So they should try to sanitize the round leather game in Nigeria, so that everything will be the way we are expecting of.
Can you prescribe some of the sanctions that you think can even put total end to this?
It may not be, the issue of match fixing may not be eradicated totally, so you understand, but giving them maybe like sanction, like let's say a referee, if you misbehave, if you are involved in match fixing for this game, maybe like 3 games or 4 games, then your name will be in the mud, and they will not want that to happen, the referees. So I think, and even maybe sanctioning them through monetary aspects, maybe giving them like maybe some amount of money to pay. So this will let them sit tight and do the needful.
We pray they sit tight and do the needful so that the game will go as it's supposed to go. Before we round off on the program this morning, let me quickly bring this one to you, and it is about Rangers midfielder Aribo, named Nigeria's most successful player between March 15, 2020 and March 10, 2021. In his latest post, CIES Football Observatory has highlighted the footballers who have won the highest percentage of domestic league matches in which they participated as starting 11 players since 15 March 2020 to March 10, 2021. Only players who started at least 20 games in their current league regular season or playoff matches have been considered in the 42 top divisions worldwide. For domestic league matches played by a Nigerian player during this period, Rangers midfielder John Aribo recorded the most percentage of wins. Aribo recorded the most percentage of wins in his side.
Yes, the guy is a very good footballer, Joe Aribo. So he's one of the Nigerian players which we think that whenever this guy is being called up or is on the field of play, he used to give his strength and his ability, his strength, and his brain on what he knows how to do best. So giving him the best percentage is not a new thing, and it's not even a surprise to me.
Your last word on the program this morning?
The last word is we thank our listeners here in Ibadan and every part of the world that are listening to us, that they should keep on listening to us, enjoying us on Aloore Radio Sport program.
Of course, this morning, Eyimba Lovafa is currently in South Africa and will be slugging it out with Orlando Pirates, and we expect much of enterprising performance, perhaps good result from Eyimba representing Nigeria in the ongoing Confederations Cup. And of course, many thanks to the production crew. This morning we have Olusegun Taiwo in the studio, Deji Olawoyin is also here, Kunle Aliu is also here, and of course my big sister and boss Ojo Aboyede. My name is Adedamola Adegoke, sport brother, saying continue to do what you know how to do best, and surely you will get there.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me, so stand up.